Yay! What an opening. Well, no mai haere mai. Welcome to the YourFixTV live stream studio. I'm Monique Bradley. Welcome to the studio. And tonight is our first episode of Team Talk. Very exciting time because I have some epic guests. Tonight we have on the couch, we're talking about the future of Rugby League here in New Zealand and the announcement of a really exciting new event, which I can't wait to tell you guys about. It's happening in a month's time, but tonight on the couch we have three amazing people. We have Mr. John Fiso. Kia ora, welcome. Kia ora. Bridgette Jackson, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Fabulous. And Ropati, lovely to see you here.
Nice to be here.
Welcome to the studio team.
Thank you.
So, there are some big things coming up for Rugby League in New Zealand. And I thought we'd get you on the couch tonight, ask you some big questions, put you on the spot, and also give you guys a chance to ask your own questions. So we are live, it's an interactive Q&A, and if you have any questions at all, send them on through. I'm watching the stream tonight, so I'm happy to share those questions with you. Now, John, I'm going to start with you. You're in the hot seat first of all. Now, I did stalk you online. And I've just had a look here. John, you founded the New Zealand Institute of Sport.
Yes.
You are a legend. You've worked with a number of private tertiary providers here in New Zealand in governance roles. You developed curriculums and worked right across the fields of education, finance and sport. Now, with that background and your incredible history, I know you've worked with volleyball as well.
Yes.
What's drawn you to working particularly with Rugby League?
Well, I think it was an opportunity to spend some time with a few of my old mates, to be fair.
I love it.
And we had guys like who are currently I've managed to encourage to come on the board.
Yes.
Like Tia and like Bridgette, who worked with me at the New Zealand Institute of Sport in the very early days. And so, I think the excitement of actually being with people like that and doing something very good for young people. Now, to be fair, the demographic of universities and tertiary students rugby league is probably a little bit different from rugby league in general, and that's because a lot of them are doing tertiary study, a lot of them about universities, and so when we were going through TNI, we played in the first World Cup.
So you played together?
Yes.
Fantastic.
And he was just a young buck then. I still remember the team. But him and his brothers was one of the attractions back in those early days. They were a very prominent rugby league family, and they were all playing in the university tournament. And so we played in that first World Cup, the first ever World Cup, which we had guys like Howie Tamati and that team. And we had a very, very good team, and we actually won it. And then we had the first tour to the UK and France. Was another team that was full of a lot of Ropatis and a lot of our old friends, and we did very well over there as well. So, and I've been away, and we've all done professional things in the interim, but they actually didn't go to the World Cup this year, which is the first time in 31 years. The New Zealand Universities team didn't.
Yes, because I noticed Australia currently holds the cup.
Yes, which is not very good.
Oh, and I'm not happy about that.
It's not very good that they've had it 6 times.
Oh, true.
We're going to change that.
I was going to say, is it time to bring it back to the shores of Aotearoa?
It is.
I think it is. Yes. It is.
And so I think we've got a very good, the Brains Trust.
We've brought
a whole lot of new people in, which a lot of involvement in universities. Football in the past, we've gone and done their own professional careers. Great. And now we're saying, no, we'll come back and give something back because we got something out of it. And Tia is one of our, talisman because he went all the way through and became a professional in the UK, played for the Kiwis.
So there's a good role model, right, in that team.
And a great team man. So it's great being back with him and guys like him on the board. Now doing what other people did for us when we were young bucks.
Oh, that's nice. So it is an opportunity for you to give back. And as the chair of the board, you're bringing everybody together and bringing that vision together. But what do you see as a representative of the board? What is the vision? You're starting kind of at that grassroots level. Yeah. What is the vision you want to see for Rugby League in New Zealand?
Well, I think the opportunity is because if you attach a whole lot of talented people, things happen. And already in the short time that we've been together as a board, when you've got people who've got networks, and these are networks that are not necessarily open to rugby league in general, and the skills of the people are very well developed. So you've seen in a very short time how we can change the landscape for rugby league. And so this tournament that we're looking at doing, it's one part of a 3-part program. So in the next 7 months, we're going to deliver some great things for student rugby league. One is that tournament in Wellington, which will be one of the biggest nines tournaments that student rugby leagues are involved in. But not only that, there's a whole lot of invited players in there, which means you're going to get some of the best players in the country at that tournament.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. And in fact, we are going to give you a whole lot of details about that event very shortly. So do stick around because that information will be coming out to you very soon. Lynette Hill just said, hi guys, looking forward to the show. Great to have you on board.
Thanks for watching.
Will and Moni Fleming, lovely to have you guys watching the show as well tonight. If you're a rugby league fan or if you've got friends or whānau who are rugby league fans, make sure you share this post as well. Send this out to your friends and family because there is some great work happening here for the future of rugby league. So I'm going to shoot to you now, Tia. Put you in the hot seat. My first question, so I grew up in a broadcasting and performing arts family. I know what it's like to be on stage with them. What is it like to play sports with your family?
Yeah, it's pretty good, I guess. You know, I come from a family of 8, you know, and only one sister amongst that. And so,
true.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, it's such a lucky thing. Or unlucky, it depends on how it's going on that particular day. But anyway, it's nice just to be able to play rugby and hang out with your brothers and kick around and you grab your neighbours and walk up to the local school and you know, it was a fun time.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, that's what, a half of a whole team just from your family alone.
Yeah, pretty much. You know?
Wow.
and that's just socially just enjoying it. And then we were lucky enough to sort of go on, and then I think I was in the UK at one point, and there was 4 of us playing at 4 different clubs professionally as well. Sort of. So,
really?
Yeah, we weren't homesick because we had each other.
You had each other. So I have to ask, are you guys all competitive? Against each other?
Yeah, they're pretty competitive. I'm not really. I'm not like that at all. You know, I guess that we are. You know, sort of we enjoyed it. Competitive in a real fun way, I guess, in a lot of ways. And what John was saying about like the universities rugby league and that, you know, and growing up, it was never about where the pathway was and becoming a professional athlete. It was more about, you know, and student rugby league as typifies that to all over. It's about having fun. It's about enjoying the game and camaraderie. You know, and just, you know, and as John said, a lot of us are still friends, you know, nearly 35, 40 years later.
And I think, you know, before we went live tonight, one of the things we were talking about is the fact that when you are working in a team environment, you're learning so many transferable skills. So if you're not going to go down that pathway as a professional athlete, you know, you're learning team management, you're learning how to connect and communicate with people, right? So do you see this as being a great part of maybe a business development course as well?
Oh, well, I'm a fan of sport in general. Sport and education go hand in hand, and you learn, you know, the best teams generally demonstrate the same sort of skills in the private sector, business, and that sort of thing. So the transferable skills are really there. And I guess you know, Tia and Bridgette, they've all been involved in highly successful teams, and that's what the skill set they bring to a governance position. Excellent. And so what the next group of players are going to get is the benefits of all that experience.
Yes, of course, of course. Now, Bridgette, I'm not ignoring you. I'm coming to you right now. But if you have just joined the live stream, no mai haere mai, welcome to the YourFixTV live stream studio. This is Team Talk. It's a new show, and it's all about different topics pertaining to lifestyle. Sports is our topic tonight. Could be about business. It could be about parenting. It's really about how do people come together for a greater vision. So tonight we're talking about the future of rugby league. We're starting with the grassroots and looking at university students and tertiary students and how they can grow as better rugby league players. And to do that, there's a new event that's coming out in a month's time, and we're going to tell you about that. In fact, I believe there might be details up on the screen there. It's the New Zealand Universities and Tertiary Students Rugby League National Nines. This is amazing. Happening there on the 21st and 22nd of September at Wakefield Park in Wellington. Go Wellington! And look, it's great because you can have a squad of up to 15. Men's and women's teams are part of it, and it's for all graduate and current students. So you can have up to 3 non-students invited into your team as well. So we're just going to talk a little bit more about that. But first, I just noticed a message come in from Brendan Pongia. Nice to see you on the stream. Brendan said, what's up, team? Big shout out to Tia, John, and Bridgette.
Hey. Brendan's a good one.
I tell you. Thank you. It's great to have you on the stream. So we are talking about teamwork, but Bridgette, I want to talk to you. Bridgette, it's so exciting to have a woman on the board as well. I know there's a couple of women on the board, but you are best known for your work in the arena of women's health being an inspirational speaker and a woman entrepreneur, and you specialize in startups. How are you taking all of that knowledge and bringing that to the board to help the future of rugby league?
Well, I think I bring a bit of a fresh approach, actually.
Yes.
And
a lot of fun.
A lot of fun, yes. And it's been really great. I mean, we've been together a very short time, but it's just, everyone's got such different strengths and skills. And, I suppose my forte is the business world.
Right.
And also thinking along the terms of in terms of women. So, we're hoping to have at least sort of 5 women's teams.
And I was going to say, are you going to be the cheerleader for the, getting more women's teams on board?
Of course, I want the prize money to go.
Well, that's right. That's right. Now, speaking of which, there are some great prizes for this. So we're going to take a look at what the prizes are on offer for this event. So you can have a look there. There's some prizes for the men's competition. Look, first place, $2,000 for a new young team. That's some good pingers right there, right? Great. Second place, there $1,000. Third place is $500, and there's a fourth place as well. Now, there are also prizes for women's teams. Now, Bridgette, I know not a lot of women's teams normally enter this sort of thing, right? But you have some incentives for the women's teams as well.
So first prize at this stage is $500, but the more teams, women's teams that enter, the more the money just will, as I said before, will go up. So
that's
we're
exciting.
Just encouraging, and we really want. I suppose it's like a minority woman being on Rugby League board.
Yes,
as we want more women to be playing rugby league.
Awesome.
I think it's really important that
I love
we stand
that.
up and be
so,
counted.
And also there is so much support just for participation. So when I had a look at the other prizes or the incentives that you've got on board, you've got prizes for sportsmanship. There are, spot prizes for the best uniform, the smallest team, the most multicultural or diverse team, the best cheer and chant.
Well, I'll get that one.
Perfect, you will. For the most there's a prize for the most athletic looking team. So it's not just about the winners on the day. I'm getting a real sense, Tia, that this is really about community. Is that right?
It's about community, and it's about family, and rugby league's always been a family game, and it's been about involving everyone, and as far as women go, I was at a tournament for my daughter who's 10 years old the other week.
Oh, wow.
A whole lot of 10-year-old girls all running around playing ripper rugby.
Great.
This is nine-a-side, so it's a carnival type atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's fun, it's over a couple of days, and it's something to enjoy and really have fun with.
I think that sounds great. I'm just going to check the newsfeed. Carrie Clements just said, great question. What are your favourite memories around winter tournaments when you played? We'll start with you, John.
Well, actually those tournaments, because they were attached to tours, so I can remember coming to Auckland and, the shock from us Otago boys when you had all the four Ropati brothers lined up, and they were already
dominating the field. Yeah,
exactly. So you think, and then there was the Arcoys, and you really did realise that you were up against some really great players. Yeah. And then and the eligibility then was pretty far and wide. So you had people that were going to the NRL in those teams, and we were playing against guys who were in the Kiwis and stuff like that. So it was very different. But what you did was it was very great to play against players like that.
Yeah, that's amazing. So that's one of your favourite memories.
Yep, it's playing against. Well, actually, I think playing in it, but not winning it.
Oh yeah.
It's good to play in it.
Do you know what? Also, I think too, when you go on these tours and you're against different teams, is you're billeted with families, and so you get to meet new people and have a new friend from a different school, and even try a different way of life. Living a different way, how people live differently. Yeah,
that's so cool. That's a great point, actually, Bridgette. Yeah. And Tia, what about you? What are your greatest memories?
I think one of my worst memories is Carrie Clements coming up to me asking me when we're going to go for a beer.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
But, no, some great memories. I remember the first tournament that I ever played in as well. There was a couple of All Blacks, Michael Jones and Patrick Lamb, who were playing in the winter tournament out at Merton Road in Glen Innes. And, so the camaraderie and the guys that you played against, and then having a beer afterwards and hanging out with each other. Yeah. Just laughing and joking and generally just having a pretty good time. Some of the fondest memories.
So again, it's that message of community, isn't it? And Bridgette, that's really what this event coming up in September is about.
All stages and levels, and As long as you're, at university or a recent graduate, we just think it's an opportunity for everyone to get involved.
And I believe, sorry, carry on.
They're just saying family and supporters and friends.
Because of course, it's like being a performer. I've been in theatre and I've been in TV for a long time. I still need an audience, and so do these players. They need the supporters on the sideline. They need, you're developing future team managers even, so they might not play on the field, but they're going to look after the team. And, so there's such an opportunity right across that broad spectrum of just being part of this community that could lead on to something greater. Is that how you feel about it, John?
Well, we've engaged the New Zealand Institute of Sport, their students, the tertiary students. They're going to be helping run the tournament.
Oh, wow.
And, there's the New Zealand Rugby League and Wellington Rugby League have also committed to supporting this tournament. So, I think everyone's feeling pretty good about this new event and the phenomena, which is creating a very good atmosphere. It's wholesome family fun, and you make a lot of friendships. And I think a lot of people will get some fun out of the prizes as well.
Oh, yeah. There's some good incentives in there. So I want to ask you a question. How many of these people who will be playing, because I'm hoping you get loads and loads of teams signing up after tonight, how many of those people do you think may consider a professional career? Is this a great launch pad for that career?
Oh, look, if you look at the history,
this guy,
New Zealand universities, they've had some great players that have gone through. And, the other thing with this tournament is 3 of the players don't have to be students. So every team will have 3 of those marquee players that can be the best in the country. So it'll be competitive, no doubt.
Yes, and such a good opportunity for those ones coming through the ranks who want to upskill, to work alongside these mentors, essentially, in their team, right? Would you say that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They could get the opportunity to play against or with some quality players as well, which is the way that John and the board have designed the tournament for the nines, so that will capture that sort of experience. And so, some young guys coming through, and there's a heck of a lot of good talent,
Yes.
And as Bridgette keeps saying, the opportunity for girls to play nines, I think is like awesome. It's really exciting because it's nine-a-side is a fun, sort of a model, and it's one that's really enjoyable to play as well.
So would you guys consider, if you can't get all male or all female teams, would you consider mixed teams in the future?
Well, hey, why not? You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with it. It's easy to do, and everyone has a good time. So
we've already got quite a few teams.
I was going to hit you up with Bridgette. I know we had a chat on the phone the other day, and you mentioned that you've actually had a few teams already signing up before the event was officially launched.
Yes, that's right.
So tell us, I believe I saw a sign up today from Victoria University, my old hood. Go Victoria University, proud of you.
I'm just waiting for Otago, actually.
Otago. Yes. So we're slapping it down. There's a challenge going out. Otago, get on it.
Ring, email.
That's right. So can you only have one team from each institute, or can you have multiple teams?
Like NZIS, will have 2 teams out of Auckland and 1 team out of Wellington. Welltech have got 2 teams out of Wellington.
Awesome.
Otago have got 1 team, but they might end up getting 2 teams. So look, it's about if you've got the willpower and the ability to get to Wellington, then you'll be able to participate.
That's so cool. I've just noticed on the stream Carlos Ropati Carter, who's down in the Kapiti Coast in Wellington. I know he's a sports person as well. He's had he's a personal trainer. He studied up here. He's now working back on the Kapiti Coast. Carlos, shout out to you, brother. Share this video and get your friends, get your whānau involved. It's all about community.
See you there.
Exactly.
See you there, Carlos. You have to get involved. All right, so finally, before we finish up tonight's stream, hello also to Bobby Joe White, Joanna Vincent, Brooke Huia as well, Gavin James, who's watching on the other side of the world tonight. Great to have you guys watching the stream. We're going to head away shortly, but if you've got any last minute questions for our team, send them on through for tonight's show of Team Talk, because we love hearing from you. So I've got some last minute questions. So what's the plan? Obviously, the New Zealand Universities and Tertiary Rugby League, Student Rugby League team wasn't part of the International Cup. Hence, we did not get it this year. Just saying it, just putting it out there again. Are we going to dominate it next year? Is this the precursor to greatness to bring that cup home, John?
I think it definitely is, because this tournament is designed to select a training camp, the groups for the training camps. And then the training camps, there's a tour that's scheduled for January, February, either to the Americas or to the UK. So that's all in about 6 or 7 months. So That's a
Carry the
pretty.
bag, so.
So essentially, are you guys using the forum of this event to scout your future talent?
Most definitely.
Oh, that's what we love to hear.
So Tara and I are going to be in the team again.
Excellent. And obviously training starts here on the couch, you know,
Exactly.
obviously, because you've got to be able to talk. Excellent. Bridgette,
Yes.
can we take the cup next year then? Can we bring it back from Australia?
Of course. We don't want those Aussies getting it again.
Oh, shout out to slap down Australia. We've done it again. We've done it
We have our
again.
cheerleading team, of course,
Yeah.
out there as well.
Yeah.
Okay, and Tia, what are your thoughts? Do you think we've got you're seeing these students coming through? Have we got the talent to keep rugby league alive and dominate the world, not just at the student level, but what's that future going to look like?
Oh, you know, I mean, New Zealand's got so much talent at every level. So at the level that we're talking about here with the New Zealand universities, the Australians have got the cup, and we're not really that happy about it.
No, not at all.
So it's our intention to try and change that, and with the good support that we're going to get along the way, I think we will.
Brilliant.
And the Senior Rugby League World Cup, the Kiwis are on song to try and hopefully do the same.
We love
so,
that.
Yeah, it's a big year for rugby league, and we're just
I
in
love
amongst it as well. So it's
Now, another thing I'd love to ask you guys watching tonight, do we need a live streamed weekly rugby league show here in Auckland, live stream from Auckland, going out globally so we can slap down those challenges internationally? Do we need to have a Kiwi produced rugby league show? None of that Australian stuff coming in. We're talking real, from the grassroots all the way up to professional level. What do you reckon?
Kiwi footy show.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you reckon? Bridgette, what do you think?
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt.
Excellent. John?
Local content. That's
Yeah.
what it's
Local
about.
content, that's what
That's
it's
our
about.
story.
It is. Oh, kia ora to that. check the feed there. Andrew Logie just said, heard that Satch Pryor fella from the Orcas is pretty flash. Thoughts?
Well, I understand he's putting one of the teams together, so if he's
Okay.
flashed, the team will be flashed.
Excellent. Nice answer there. And Joanna Vincent actually just came back and she said, yes, we do need a locally produced show. Well,
Fantastic.
Joe, you need to keep watching because
Yes.
hopefully we can make that show happen and bring that out to you guys because that's really what it's all about. Now, Bridgette,
Yes.
I know you are, like I say, the cheerleader for the team tonight, the self-appointed cheerleader. So there are 3 ways that people can get involved in this amazing event coming up. We've got the
Absolutely.
details coming up on screen. Can you tell them how they can get involved?
Well, come along and watch. We will see you all at Wakefield Park, Adelaide Road in Wellington, 21st and 22nd of September.
Brilliant.
And my favourite, we'd love you to donate. It's a silent auction. We're going to have a big, massive silent auction, and if you've got anything that you would like to add to that auction, do contact us, whether it's by Facebook or email or after this broadcast. And why not sign up your team and come and be part of the action,
So true.
whether it's male, female or mixed teams.
Oh, love that. I love that. And obviously, those silent auctions are so important because
are.
raising funds
For overseas
to help those students get overseas and to grow the future of rugby league.
Exactly.
That's really what you guys are doing. So get involved, everybody. You can do it. It's as simple as either going to watch, donating, or signing your own team up. Joanna Vincent just said, I'm rugby mad, so chances are she'll be heading down from Auckland to go and watch and support
we
these
look
young
forward to
players.
meeting you, Joanne.
Excellent.
Please bring an auction prize.
Excellent. Joanna is actually a naturopath, so she may be there with the rescue remedy helping out some players.
Great,
Just
thank
helping
you.
them out. Joe, there you go. Did a good sell for you too. Well, it is time for us to head away. We love you guys being part of the show. Remember, we've got the details coming up here on the screen. We are announcing tonight the launch of the New Zealand Universities and Tertiary Students Rugby League National Nines happening on the 21st and 22nd of September. 2 days of events. Look, you can enter your own squad of up to 15. We want men's and women's teams. You can be a graduate. I graduated a number of years ago. Do I still qualify? Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
have to look at the detail.
I'm going to start my training now. And you can have up to 3 non-students playing in that team. So they could be professional athletes playing alongside our students. This is amazing. Great prizes there. You've got the details on the screen. It's happening at Wakefield Park in Wellington. Amazing spot prizes there as well. Only $250 to enter. There is an early bird fee, so get in now. Last entry received by Monday, the 18th of September. It has been fantastic. Those are the email addresses right there. Send in your details to those. See Nathan Clements at hotmail.com or Jessica Emily Mitchell at gmail.com. And you can find the event on Facebook through the New Zealand Universities and Tertiary Students Rugby League. That's what you need to look for on Facebook. Or on Instagram, look out for national_rugby_league_9s. Oh, what a mouthful, but I got there. I'll tell you what, team, it's been great having you in here for Team Talk tonight. I've so enjoyed having all of you here and hearing about the future of rugby league. It's pretty exciting going forward, eh, John?
It certainly is. You know, and that's one of the reasons why I'm involved now, because it's got some momentum and we've got some great people involved. And it'll be a great next 2 years.
Excellent. Bridgette, last minute thoughts?
Yeah, no, we're going to take the world by storm.
I love that. Tia, final words?
I'm going to ride the storm.
You're going to ride I love this. Some final comments that have just come in. Joanna Vincent actually said, what about a team on with me and her and another lady? I'll just have a little bit of think about that.
Get back to you on that one.
David Marsh said, well done, YourFixTV. Great effort, John, Bridgette and Tia. Kia ora to you, David. Look, it's great to have you on the stream. Again, you know, we want to do great work with these university and tertiary students. My firm thoughts is the more that we can get our youth up there doing something positive, they're not turning to crime, they're not turning to naughty stuff, they're doing something great with their lives.
Changing their lives.
Absolutely, changing their lives in a really positive way. So be part of that journey and support this event coming up on the 21st and 22nd of September. Share this video so that more people can find out about it. Get involved, donate, sign up. Thanks, team. It's been awesome having you here for Team Talk. Thanks for joining us. Ka kite anō. See you again.
Bye.
Bye.